number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Welcome to Spotlight on the Arts. I'm Patrick Cristiano, your host, the publisher of TheaterLife.com, a website for theater buffs in New York City, covering Broadway and off-Broadway theater. And I'm coming to you from the Wainscott Studio, LTV, where I have two guests today that are really dynamite. They've started a new 501c3 organization. Marilyn Banks Winter and James, Dr. Love, they like to refer to him as James Banks. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
welcome.
us.
Yes,
You have started a new organization, the African American Educational and Cultural Festival, which can also be a foundation. Is that right?
Exactly.
That's what you're going to educate me about what you guys are doing with this. And you have your first festival coming up.
We have our first benefit fundraiser coming up. Our festival will be July 2021. Then we look for everyone to come out for that in the township of Riverhead.
So this first thing you're having,
So
what's
it's a
the date
benefit.
again?
It's a benefit fundraiser
Tell them
on
what the date is.
September. It's on September 14th, and it's going to be at the Long Island Sports Park, which is in Calverton. It's in the township of Riverhead, in Calverton, New York. And this is our first annual DJ MC Unity and Fashion Show. And this is to help the homeless within the community and abroad. It's the health and wellness new initiative that we have. But we've been established since 2002.
But Marilyn, now let's tell them exactly who we're helping. What made you guys see the need for this? You live in Riverhead. You both live in Riverhead, I take it.
No, I don't live in Riverhead, but I work in Riverhead
Okay,
most of the time.
so you're very
But the
local.
venue is in Riverhead, but
Yes.
we're a collective group of different backgrounds that live throughout Suffolk and Nassau County.
But you're the founder of the organization, so you
Yes, I am.
recognize the need. And you saw people.
We saw people that were in need of housing, in need of medical and mental help, that we could see on the street. We walk the street to see different people that are in need, and it's a crisis. And we really need to not have a blind eye to it. We need to come together as a community and abroad and to try to take care of these issues that affect the homeless here in Suffolk and Nassau County.
And these are people of all ages.
All ages.
And all male, female, both.
Homelessness does not discriminate. So it could be families, it could be single people, to include children who are homeless and they need help. And so we've gotten together and with a couple of legislators and senators and advocates as well, to come together and have an action plan and a strategy.
Who did you approach first?
We spoke to Senator Monica Martinez, and she is a great advocate for the homeless and DSS recipients. And
tell everybody what DSS is, because I don't.
Department of Social Services, and other resources that we've come together with to have a network of help. And we invite anyone who's in that field, in the social services and in the health field, to come and partner with us to try to resolve this particular issue.
Now it's really funny that you both have the same name, but you're not related in any way, and you've kind of come together, and now you're both the co-chairs of this organization that you founded. I keep wanting to call you Dr. Banks because of Dr. Love.
That's fine.
Dr. Love was dubbed Dr. Love by
Right.
his students, which is really pretty cool, don't
Yes,
you think?
this is true. This is true. Yeah.
Mr. Banks is a teacher at Suffolk County Community College.
That's correct.
What did,
I am the college-wide coordinator of multicultural affairs and consultant to the Center for Social Justice and Human Understanding.
that sounds complicated.
Yes. Well, the bottom line is our focus is on helping, including making sure
And
that
being
diversity...
all-inclusiveness, too,
Yes,
it sounds like,
yes.
right?
And making sure that we diversify both faculty and staff, and at the same time, making sure that the message that we teach has a diversity orientation. So that's included in all of our work at the college. And I'm responsible for traveling to all 3 campuses and talking about diversity to both the students and working with a number of committees to, in fact, make sure that that is, in fact, part of our mission and our goals.
Are you successful?
Well, diversity is an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
And I always talk about it.
I mean, do you see progress is what I
Yeah,
meant.
I always talk about that it's ever evolving, because as we get used to speaking about diversity, a new group emerges that we might want to attend to and make sure that our students and community is exposed to. So yes, we are successful because we're ever evolving like our initiatives.
Right.
How does it feel to be thought Dr. Love by your students?
Well, it
It's a
feels
love thing.
wonderful.
I can't.
It feels wonderful. The fact is that it was given to me by the students after hearing me always talking about love, because my message is diversity is love, and so they gave me that moniker, all right, as a way of identifying that that's what I talk about. And also because I treat people with the same dignity and respect that I expect for myself, too.
I think that's the only way you teach is by your
Yes.
leading and showing people what you do, not by what you say. So
Exactly.
it's terrific. I could see it in you. You
Yes.
just, I could see why your students really like you.
Thank you. That's
Not
good.
just the students, but the community.
Well,
Yeah, the community has embraced us in our initiatives, which is
Let's
wonderful.
talk about some of the programs that you have, because you two are now the co-chairs, but you have a whole.
We have a whole board.
Oh, you have a whole board that you put together.
We all put. They came in as well to want to
would
be
you-
a part of.
So was it easy
this
getting
action.
people to come out and do this?
Some were, yeah, because we're all volunteers. We all have regular jobs that we go to, but we all volunteer to make sure that these particular initiatives are spearheaded forward. And so we're all from different walks of life.
Do you wanna
It could
tell
be
us-
regular community people. We have judges. We have entrepreneurs. We have people in the medical field. We have people in the law enforcement field. So we're all together in this, and to make sure that these programs, one is our health and wellness program for the homeless.
Right.
And then the other
Now,
one
how does that work?
is
How does the health and wellness program work?
what we do is that we have the fundraiser right now, and we'll have programs for the homeless, to get them acclimated back into the
Do you have
community.
some programs set up now?
We have programs set up now. We're talking.
Want to share some of them with us?
The programs would be that we have advocates that work with DSS, APS, which is Adult Protective Services, and we're going to start regular meetings to talk about issues and to get them into housing. There's a few of them that we've helped them with the Section 8 program. We made sure that they filled out the form and that sort of thing. And they should go up on the scale because of the fact that they have medical issues. And they have, usually the ones who have medical issues are the ones that are deemed first to get off the street and be into a home and a safe environment.
Well, one of the things that I want to make sure that we emphasize is that while this initiative is fairly new, we have been active in the community in so many ways, including having a speakers bureau, including having other transformational programs for the people in the community. We have a young men's initiative, which includes the Sheriff Toulon, and the high school superintendent for the Riverhead School District, and a number of our committee members walk through different walks of life.
So some of these programs have been ongoing already?
They're starting.
Yes.
Are they just begun as a result of your
Well, the health and
initiative?
wellness just begun. We've had our men's summit and also the men's academy.
Yeah, the Leadership
The
Academy.
Leadership Academy.
What was the year you founded it? It was a while before.
2002.
So you have been going for a little
Right,
bit.
right.
Uh-huh. But this is going to be your first annual.
First annual for the health and wellness
Right. So
initiative.
which is a different branch.
It's a different branch. It's
Right.
a new line on our scale here.
on your spectrum
On our
of what
spectrum.
you're
Yes.
focusing on in your mission statement.
So as issues arise, then we tackle them. We go after
Oh,
them.
cool.
And
Do people bring things to your attention? How do you
Oh
find out
yeah,
that things
sure.
are?
oh yeah. They give us a call and they say, this problem is happening, this discrimination. We both are on the anti-bias task force. I'm from Riverhead. He's in Southampton. So we do have other boards that we and other avenues that we are part of, and we try to implement them into our program as well of helps.
Yeah, I'm proud about how we're connected with a number of individuals from the community and a number of boards. For example, we're on the anti-bias task forces for two different groups. And, I'm chair of the African American Advisory Board for Suffolk County. And I'm also...
And I'm an ex-member.
Right, and I'm the chair of the Anti-Bias Task Force in Southampton.
Right.
And doing a number of other things like the focus group from Brentwood. I'm on the My Brother's Keepers project in Brentwood, which is a steering committee helping with the young youth from Brentwood community in terms of helping them get the services they need as well. Right. Well, so, and we could go on and on and on.
Go on.
But the key thing is...
I don't know how you have all the energy to do all of that. I mean,
well, the key is we have such a network of wonderful people that are
That we brought
invested,
together.
that we've brought
so you can
together.
delegate and you can call and you can
Oh, yes.
you can
And we
just
work together.
It's like it reaches out and very.
Right.
It's like the roots.
And we invite more to come aboard as well.
Right. We have bankers, that have been involved in our organization. So the main goal of our organization is to make sure we focus on helping people. And as Marilyn spoke of before, to give people a hand up instead of a hand out. Let's dispose with that idea that we're just giving things away.
We don't do
what we are doing is helping people have the skills to help themselves.
Right. And that's the bottom line, and to help them throughout the steps that they need and to follow up to make sure that they continue with those steps.
They don't even know what's available to them, do they? Until you begin to show them
Right.
exactly.
In
Right.
many cases.
Right, in many
That's true.
cases.
Yep.
And
What's-
especially with our young people, we are starting, as Jim had mentioned, with our young men on the rise.
Now, you
with-
said this is an increase in young people?
This is an increase in young people, and these are the ones who, our program also is the Young Men's Transitional. And that
Which means?
That is the Men's Summit. Well, they start off with middle school students. And
You mean the middle school
in the
students
middle
are
school, we
homeless?
go, no, not homeless. This is a different initiative.
Oh.
We have two initiatives going.
I'm
We
sorry.
have the health and wellness, and we also have the young men's transitional programs.
So the transitional
So the
program. that's what-
transitional programs are the programs for the youth that Jim mentioned with Suffolk County Sheriff Errol Toulon. His superintendents are coming together, and we're mentoring and monitoring those boys who are deemed, the ones who are deemed, that get in trouble in school and that sort of thing, which all they need is someone to look at.
Yeah,
Or
they just
someone
want
to look at
attention.
them.
They
want
just want
attention.
attention.
Yeah, and
I
they
know,
want
I know.
someone to love
People
them.
do stuff
so
just
we
to get
started.
attention.
We started our young men's rites of passage, which they have to go through starting in the middle school
Nick,
and going all the way to the high school and into college or into entrepreneurship and that sort of thing.
But do they come willingly to your program, or how do you get coaxed
Well,
them in?
it's implemented through the school district. So, they have programs and we come and we, give workshops to them. And then we take
Do
them.
they take to it is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, because the parents say it's a wonderful program. So we're going to continue that. And it's so funny because I saw.
So they're not rebellious about it.
They're not rebellious.
No, because
they're
it's not a forced program.
Right.
It's a voluntary and also an identified need program.
right.
And they're willing to accept the services because they know that it's rational and something that would be of value to them. Now, and we do accept volunteer or people who come and say, hey, I would like to be a part of it as well. Although as far as the Young Men's Transition Program, a number of them, because they are already in schools, they are referred to, or we go to them and work with them. But at the college, we have volunteers. And when they get to us at the college, our agenda is to carry it on to make sure that they become successful adults too. It's always been our perspective that a job of a really talented family or organization is to help people not only help themselves, but also to help children not necessarily to become just well-behaved children, but to become well-adjusted adults. And that's why our program carries it right through to college and beyond. We have young men coming to us after they're out of college, all right, also who are part of the transition program. Yes.
Because nothing is clear sailing all the time.
Right.
Yes.
And we're hoping that the ones who are in college,
life is tough.
the ones who are in college and become entrepreneurs come back in and they mentor the younger ones as well. So it's a beautiful circle. It's the cycle continues.
And this has been going on now for 16, 17 years?
This is new.
No, but I mean your whole program.
The whole program
has been going on for this long time.
Right.
And James, you're a clinical social worker too?
Yes. I have a private practice in Patchogue, and I also do counseling for people in terms of who are in need in the Riverhead area.
I mean, because some of these people must be in need of. I mean, how does that work into all the programs? I mean, do you have some kind of thing that does something for people that need special assistance, like therapy of some kind?
Yeah, we definitely, whenever we see a need, if we are not able to attend to it ourselves, but most times we are because of the wonderful cohort of helpers that we have places we can refer them to or get them in touch with so that they can get the services they need.
When you see someone like that needs help, though, is it not a challenge to get them to accept the service that they need?
Well, they want the help.
They do.
They do want the help. We reach out to them and see what their needs are and what their thoughts are and how their process goes. So we do have a director of the health and wellness, is Jackie Tapley.
Right.
And she's a social worker. So she's there to help. And there's certain people pinpointed within the organization that are part of her team and also with Jim to help out with that.
But what I meant was, do you ever hit resistance from people that actually need help?
Resistance.
And how do you cope with it?
They've been out there for a long time.
And they're unsocialized in any kind of way and afraid of people. That they're coming straight from fear. I get it.
And we do come to them with love.
Right. And there's a particular persuasion that we must attend to all the time. I happen to know from doing the work that I've done for the 36 years that I've been doing it, that some people of color are reluctant consumers for psychotherapy and counseling, et cetera. But not just them, society in general, because of the stigma attached to it and a number of other things.
Right.
But so we do have resistance, but our job is to make sure that we massage those resistances with love.
Right.
I'm realizing we're really talking a lot about your thing. Let's show them the video of what you have, what's coming up. I forgot the date again.
September 14th.
September 14th.
Right.
Saturday,
Patrick.
September 14th.
Saturday, September 14th. And let's run the video and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting it. Whoa, that looks like a lot of fun. Wow.
Yes.
You have some talent
will
lined
be.
up. You've got a lot of things happening. Let's go over it again. So you have a fashion show.
Yeah, we have a fashion show by designer Cynthia Jackson, and she's of CJ Long Island Designs. She's featured in New York Fashion Week and Long Island Fashion Week. And mostly the models are from Riverhead and Long Island, but we do have a few surprises for that as well.
Okay.
And then we do have the Be Extreme break dancers that you saw in the video.
Where do those big dancers come from?
They're the finalists of America's Got Talent.
Get out.
And they also performed at the US Open and the NBA's halftime shows. So our stop is part of their tour. So they're coming from Japan over to Calverton, which is Riverhead Township.
How cool is that?
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
And we also have comedian, actor Pernell Holloway.
What's his name?
Pernell
I don't know.
Holloway. He's on BET and also SNY. So he's hilarious. So they'll have fun. Everyone will have fun. And the music will be by D-Mail Productions, DMP. That's what they're called. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. You'll see Jim around the fashion show because he's going to be the commentator
the event is
for that.
honoring DJ
D.L. Swift.
Yes.
which is he
was a former DJ on Power 105.1, and he ended up being diagnosed with several major medical issues, but he also lost his family members. And he lost his father, mother, and brother. And so that really made him homeless. He lost his job, he lost his family members, and all around the same time. So we're here to help him, here to assist him into whatever. Jim's already meeting with him, and he's making great strides with understanding what happened to his past so that he can move forward to the future.
Yeah, and of course, with having those losses, he has to do a lot of grief work before he can really feel established enough personality-wise and self-esteem-wise to get back to where he was before. But he has the potential because of where he was before in terms of talent and self-esteem to get back there. It's just that's part of what we're doing with him, what I'm doing with him, especially in terms of in the psychotherapeutic milieu.
How long have you been a social worker?
36 years.
And you get better and better at it, don't you?
I would like to think that. I'm a social worker. I do counseling, psychotherapy, and hypnosis as well. So sometimes we need to attend to some things through some alternative methodologies, and I can use that too as well.
Why would someone need hypnosis?
Well, for fear, phobias.
You mean that the fear
for
is so
stopping
great that
smoking, weight loss, phobias. I'm working with.
But does hypnosis usually play in when the fear is so strong that it's that, or phobic? Phobic. What makes things phobic? That's where I'm going. I guess that's where I'm going.
Well, some people have had some horrific experiences from the past that have injured their ability to be able to attend to them, and because of what they think, they are stuck with not being able to recover.
So they can't move out of
They
it.
So
can't
they're
move out of
stagnant.
that.
They're not moving
We're running
forward.
out of time. I don't want to
Right,
digress,
okay.
but I find it an interesting subject. So we only have a few more minutes.
Right.
What else? Oh, do something else about your?
Basically, I just wanted to say that we invite everyone to come on board to the AAECF, and also to come to our event because we're here to help the homeless, but also Mr. Henderson. Well, he's DJ DL Swift. He's going to need a lot of surgeries and things like that, and also treatments. And we just want everyone to come in and be supportive, and
Create
donate.
A good vibe.
That too.
Come with good spirits.
Good spirits.
right.
And this is at the Long Island Sports Park, 149 Edwards Avenue in Calverton, New York.
Yes.
It's September 14th, and you can buy your ticket on Eventbrite/AAECF.
And then you have your other big thing coming up. When is the
We-
other one that
July,
we're really?
it's slated for July.
So this is next July.
This is 2021.
Oh, 20
in the town of Riverhead,
Oh, so-
and we'll keep everyone posted
Okay,
in regards to
I
that.
missed up. I thought it was coming next
Yeah,
year.
I know everyone wants that to happen.
Everyone- so I'm not
But we want to
alone.
make sure our T's are
not the
crossed
only-
and our I's are dotted.
I'm not
And
the
our
only.
previous festival was remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
We had all kinds of talent, including gospel singers of notoriety.
Who- oh, when was
yeah,
that?
We had yeah.
Who'd you have?
Well, that was the one that I'm talking about was in 2002, wasn't it? And that was
2002.
that was an amazing program. We had fashion show, we had everything, right in Riverhead, and we're going to do it again.
So
Do it
stuff,
again.
stuff is jumping in Riverhead.
Yeah.
Everything
yes,
is jumping.
yes.
You can-
Live on 25. We have so many things, and we thank Diane Tucci and the Main Street agency for doing our flyers. Various people we'd like to thank later on for helping us out, because everyone's volunteering to really, from the DJs and all.
And whoever did the video was
And-
dynamite. It's
and,
really wonderful.
Yes.
Well,
We
no one
appreciate
is
everyone.
better at getting people to collaborate and work with them than Marilyn is.
Really?
Yeah, she's a great organizer.
I have a feeling you're a good team. I really do.
But we have a
We
whole
have a
bunch
great
of
team.
other people.
When
that
you
help
came
us.
out, when you told me you weren't related,
Right.
and not because you're both people of color, it just
The
there's
last
some- there's
name
something.
Banks,
The
right.
it wasn't just the Banks. There's something about your synergy that I could almost see you married.
Oh, no.
No,
Sorry,
my husband
honey.
would not like that.
It's
My husband is
fantasy.
Justin
No.
Winter.
Yes.
He lives he was from Montauk and grew up in East Hampton High School. So we
Anyway,
know.
James, Marilyn, thank you
Yes.
so much for coming.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure
Thank you for
meeting
having
you,
us.
and
Yeah.
I wish you all the best with your new foundation.
You have
Thank
been a
you so-
wonderful host. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
inviting
Thank you.
us.
My pleasure.